Good morning. Today is day 16 of my first 30-day challenge. Today I woke up just before 6 o'clock, before the alarm started. I did 40 minutes of mindfulness. I'm so happy. I'm still doing it guided, but it's nice to enjoy the peace and the calmness of the morning. And I did 30 minutes of yoga, and I'm doing a bit of walk now. It's so nice to feel all the journey I've done and all the people I've inspired on the way. Today I want to talk a little bit about smoking. Smoking is a very sore point for me, as many people that I love dearly are smokers, and they haven't found a way how to stop smoking. As many of you that know me know that 8 years ago I lost one of my youngest uncle. He was only 45 years old, and he was a smoker. Unfortunately, we believed at the time, and many people still believe, that genes control your destiny. Because his father died young, and two of his brothers died young, he thought that was what was expected to happen to him. And he didn't change anything. He carried on the same lifestyle that he would have done if he didn't have that family history. Because he didn't knew better, and there was not much help to show him that there could be another option. But we know now that genes don't decide on destiny. There are only 4 to 5% of diseases in the world that are decided by what type of genes you have. Studies have shown that are done by people that believe in lifestyle, like Dean Ornish and Colin Campbell and John McDougall and other doctors. They've seen that 85% to 90% of diseases come from lifestyle choices, from what we eat, how much we walk, how we use our brain, how we cook our food. All the lifestyle decide what life you're going to live, what genes you're going to leave to your other generations, and how you're going to influence the environment that you live. Smoking is... many studies have been done, and to kind of help people to understand with smoking and how to approach smoking. And when I was thinking how to put on this video, I was listening to a story that I'm sure many of you know. There's a story of a young entrepreneur that wanted to become a millionaire. So he found somebody that was a millionaire and asked him to show him how to become one. And the guy said, "You need to be committed." And he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm committed. I'm full on." So he said, "Let's meet in the beach at 4 o'clock and then we'll do the first lesson there." So that he went there very eager and willing, and early, 4 o'clock in the morning, by the beach. The guy comes and they walk together until the water was to their neck high. And the millionaire put his head in the water and hold it there until he was struggling. I'm sure it was like less than a minute. And when he saw him struggling, he kept it for a little bit longer, and then he held it up. And he said, "How badly did you want it to leave?" And the guy was like, "Oh my goodness, you nearly killed me. I wanted it more than anything in the world. I wanted to breathe more than anything." And he said, "Then you become a millionaire. If you want to become a millionaire as badly as you wanted to breathe 2 minutes ago, then you will become a millionaire." And I tell these people, I tell this story or the way of another to people that come to the practice, that ask help for smoking. Say, if you want it so badly, if you want it as badly as you want to breathe, then you're going to stop smoking. Because we know it's hard. They've done many studies. People that try on their own, only 5% succeed. So for those of you that struggle with math, from 100 people, only 5 make it if they try on their own. But if you try yourself, if you get to a smoking cessation group or counseling, some therapy, to a group that you keep going and going and going, and you go to your doctor and you get like some replacement, nicotine replacement, or some medication that are out there. So you go from 3 angles, your chances go up to 70%. So from 100 people, 70 make it to stop. And this is great news. This is amazing to see that this is possible, is doable, and you can decide if you want to do it or not. When people don't have a big why, a big reason, you know what they come up with? Excuses. Why they can't do it. And the first thing one, as I said, is because it's hard. The second one, that I know it's more of an excuse, but it still gets me going when people say that. When people say, you know what, I'm not afraid to die. And in a way it makes my heart sink, because I know, I've read enough psychology to know that this is the wrapping that they've done, and that inside there they got the anger, the fear, the guilt, the strength that they feel they don't have, all the weaknesses. They wrap them all nicely to give it to somebody and to give it to themselves, because it feels nicer. It feels more acceptable to say that I'm not afraid to die, because that nobody can control your feeling. You can feel whatever you want to feel. And I know it's an excuse, but I still feel like it needs a bit of attention, this excuse. Because I feel like these people don't have any connection to their emotions. They don't know how to deal with this emotion, or they don't even know what emotion they feel, because of the culture or the surroundings or themselves, whatever happened. They don't understand that this is their fear talking, or their guilt talking, or they feel a bit lost, and their ego is kind of overtaking all their life, and they're coming up with a nice excuse. And I believe on the other side as well that these people have never been to that funeral that I was 8 years ago. They've never been to see their lovely uncle go 6 foot under in a coffin, and seeing his wife, his young children, his brothers, his sister, his friends cry. They were not there, or if they were there, they put a shield because it's too painful to deal with it. I believe these people have never been in a hospital middle of the night to see a patient and say, "Doctor, hold my hand, because I'm afraid to die alone." I think this is possible. I think if you spend your time, if you put like little challenges to try so many days and have all the help, listen, read, whatever it takes, everything, every moment of your day to put you towards of you finding the way to stop smoking, you can do it. I think these people that come up with these excuses, they don't know that 2/3 of the prisoners have one of their parents died when they were young. I think these people don't know that many people that suffer from depression had one close member, the friend or close member of the family, died, and they feel lost. They don't know how to overcome the grief that they feel. I feel these people don't know what they leave behind when they say that I'm not afraid to die. If you can go in front of your child, your wife, your sister, and say, you know what, I can't be bothered. I can't find the strength within me, and my ego is so big enough for me to ask somebody else help, so I'm just going to let it go. If you have the strength to go and say that to your family member, to your friend, and say, you know what, I can't be bothered. This is too much work, and I can't be bothered to go through all the trials and error and failure and trial, error and failure, then that's fine. Carry on. I'm telling you though, it takes on average, they've done studies, it takes on average 18 times quitting before you stop. And maybe it's going to take you 30 times, but you're going to have to make it worth it for you, for your family, because it's worth it. Your life is worth it. It's worth it to wake up in the middle of the day or in the middle of the night, whenever, and see the trees and see the sky and breathe the air. It's worth it. You can decide today with many little action to listen to people that are going to help you, to find all the help that is out there, to read all the things that you need to read to get you where you want to get. It's worth it. Your life is worth it, but you're going to have to find your why. And I wish you all the best.